Yo,
Yo.
what's good?
Legends Assemble! It's time for NickyBato Live! Youngster Joseph is in the house as a podcast guest here.
You got the better angle, man. I still don't got it.
You gotta just
Well, from your side, yeah, that's easy. But
what do you mean from your side?
When I do this,
It would just be...
it looks...
Why? Yeah, there you go.
No, you don't understand. There...
What do you mean?
Okay.
Oh my goodness. We are here with Youngster Joseph. For those of you guys that don't know Joseph, I'm sure everybody in my chat knows Joseph. He's a legendary TO, fighting game community legend, community organizer, community member, community legend. Every term in the Encyclopedia FGC.
Well, more than
here.
anything, he's a friend.
More than anything, he's a friend, a dear friend, and friendly rival. Hell yeah. We hang out in the Johto region all the time. And, we've done a lot of fighting game collabs over the time we've known each other. And now Joseph is joining NickyBato here as the podcast guest. For those of you guys that want to, if you're not already following Joseph, we got a command here, the typical guest command. It'll be popping up periodically throughout the chat. Link to the Twitch and Twitter, and then we have our standard special JFN command there with links to sign up for Joseph's fight night. So hell yeah.
Also, if you can't afford to gamble on Joseph.
If you can't afford to gamble on Joseph, we always
have resources for you.
We have resources for that. One more chat command here. Exclamation broke will take you to 3 equally helpful resources that will give you everything you need to help support Joseph. So
it's never missed.
It's never missed. Never missed. So welcome, Joseph, and thank you so much again for coming on.
How's everyone doing tonight? Actually, Bato, you look like you lost weight.
Thank you, Nick. I guess. This was a big thing I was talking to Nick about, was that I've been getting compliments that I lost weight. And it rubs me the wrong way. It's kind of like nobody was complimenting me when I gained all the weight.
I actually don't even see it.
So to Nick, I haven't changed at all anyway.
All the time.
Yeah.
I see this loss that everyone's claiming.
I wasn't really aware of it either, but a couple people said it to me, and I was like, I guess I kind of noticed it in my face. But then I was like, what the hell are you guys talking about? I feel like I look the same, but no one was complimenting me when I gained the weight. No one ever does that.
I just think you should never comment on anyone's weight ever.
Ever.
Joseph, what do you think? Do you think Bato's lost weight?
Now that you bring that up, I kind of see it. I kind of see the vision.
Well, okay. I don't know whether to say thank you or...
Why don't people just say...
We take those.
People should just say, you look happy.
Yeah.
Because then you could say, thanks, I've been working out, losing weight. Then you'll lead them to it.
Right.
You say, you look happy. I just say that because I don't think you do look happy. I think you look drained.
Well, I've been working out so hard to lose the weight.
Oh, okay.
That's where all my energy goes.
What up, Lee?
We have all the legends assembling in chat. We got Lee, Truth, Rebellion, Ollie Banian, and Youngster Joseph himself. Oh my goodness. Ollie says you should say either you look full or you look hungry. Rebellion's getting a little morbid here. You look like the world hasn't killed you yet. Yeah, that's what the one proper greeting. Oh my goodness.
Well, that's endearing.
That is endearing. That is endearing. We're living, just trying to sustain life. But it reminded me I respect like people like my tios and stuff, like my gunkle or my grandpa or my friend Pete, who they comment on your weight every time they see you. It's just a thing they point out. So it doesn't matter. You gained weight, they point it out. You lose weight, they point it out.
They have no agenda. It's just a matter of fact.
Exactly. It's just a matter of fact. I mess with that above saving like this moralization of like, oh, you lost weight. That's good.
Also,
it's crazy.
Do you lack confidence in your own observations that you say you look like you've lost weight?
Yeah.
You should just say you've lost weight.
Right. Yeah. It's like they're embarrassed to say it.
Yeah.
Yeah. One time my buddy Pete did tell someone I was dating that they looked like they gained weight though. And that's just, again, that's Pete every day. That's Pete every day of the week. And she got so upset that she left. We were out to eat and she just left.
I think that's a fair reaction.
You think it's a fair reaction?
I think that's a bizarre thing to say.
He was
While you're
she
out-
looks healthy.
Oh, okay. But while you're out to eat?
Yeah.
Because then she's not going to want to eat.
Do you think, okay, it was before the food came out.
Yeah, that's rude.
Joseph, what do you think? Do you think it's rude?
I mean, coming from an Asian household, I get those comments a lot too. It's either you're too fat or too skinny.
Yeah, exactly. Oh man, and that's the thing. I feel like Pete, my friend, can get away with a lot of stuff too because he has this like Caribbean accent, you know? Like when we were at a diner one time, he got a cappuccino and he was like, did you make this? To the waitress, how did you make it? And she's like, she's like, I'm glad you said something. I did whipped cream instead of it. I like melted whipped cream in there instead of like the cream and sugar or whatever. And he's like, well, keep on whipping it, baby. Or something like that. And she was like, oh, you rascal, Pete, you know? It's like, you're like, I was like, I was like, what?
So he got away with
He didn't
too
say
much.
the baby thing, but
He got away with too much for too long, and then he crossed the wrong woman when he said she gained weight.
yeah, I guess. Yeah.
But no one ever honed him in. You actually, your circle encouraged this behavior too much.
I kind of took his side. Well, I think it's like, I think on a snap reaction, it is like, you know, I think it's fair to get offended maybe, but I feel like that's like an American culture. I feel like you need to be a little more open-minded to like, I feel like you need to be a little open-minded to be like, you know, this is like,
Yeah.
this is no harm intended.
Okay.
But yeah, because this guy has never.
That was a spin.
Okay,
That was a spin of the century.
But what I'm telling you, it's like you're talking to someone that moved to America less than 5 years ago,
Okay.
who has never been met with any kind of like friction when saying stuff like that. You know what I mean? So some of this sort of been enclosed. So it's like you can communicate those feelings to him for sure, but you can't expect it before you tell it. It's just people come from different places, you know?
All right.
Pete Joseph says, "Shut up, Pete." Well, it never happened again. But
what did Rebellion say? He said a common greeting during his years in retail was, "Shit hasn't caught up yet. Enjoy it while it lasts." And that's actually nice.
that's nice.
You do only get one life on this earth,
Yeah.
unless you believe in reincarnation. But typically, people believe you get one life on this earth.
Yeah.
Enjoy it while it lasts. Do whatever you want.
Joseph, you believe in reincarnation?
Yo, I want to be reincarnated as a really good fighting game player or something like that.
Okay, so you want to live youngster Joseph's life twice. Yeah.
Maybe 3 times.
Maybe 3 times. I wouldn't blame you. I want to be reincarnated as youngster Joseph too. That would be fire. I see like Nick, your list of topics, a lot of them are about missing out or missing something or not
Yeah.
misinterpreting a situation at first or losing your way.
Yeah.
Do you want to tackle all this? I want to see where you're going.
Well, we
with
can just
it,
go
or what?
down the list. I actually didn't think there was a theme. Well, so this is what I was going to say. I have to say, I feel like I don't care about marriage. But
Okay.
don't you think wouldn't you love to go through a divorce, though? Wouldn't that be the bee's knees?
What are you talking
A
about?
divorce, I've made this other point. I'm not strong enough to go through a battle with cancer. But I would love the attention after I'm better, you know? That's what I want. So that is like a divorce. Like I feel like you you are so cool immediately after a divorce. Like, you could be like, okay, so like,
we need to hear it. We need more context already. We have some chat.
If I just
WTF.
if I just keep living the way I do, where I go out too much and I eat and I drink too much, that progressively gets sadder, you know, for each year. Where if you settle down and then you get divorced, you can come back and then it's like you're young again. You could be like, I'm back, baby, and you could go out drinking and it's not sad because you just got divorced. It's like the logical thing you can do. Like, it's like you get to like relive, like,
I don't know if other people even see it.
It's like you're on the high school football team again. You know, you're like the cool guy again.
I don't think that would be cool again. Joseph,
okay, listen.
Joseph has a good way of looking at it. Joseph, what
It
you
is.
say
It's
in
like,
chat?
it's like,
Divorce is like reincarnation.
There you go.
That's it.
break that one down for us, Joseph.
Yeah.
Because I think I'm on your side with this.
You know, I have a solution. How about let's set up a divorce video game simulator so that we don't have to, you know, really experience it, but at least we can go through the motions and see what it's all about.
Yeah, you want to like vicariously.
Okay, I'll tell you the story.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, first of all,
I want to hear like
the amount of sympathy you get while it's falling apart, while your marriage is crumbling, has to be great.
I don't know if the sympathy is guaranteed.
You don't?
I don't. I feel like if your partner dies,
That's
feel
not
like
a divorce.
I know.
Okay.
I feel like if your partner dies, that is guaranteed sympathy.
Oh, okay.
That is guaranteed sympathy. If you get divorced, I think people will take, people could take sides. People could say whose fault it is, even like it's not the truth. Like if it's the first thing people hear, people start to form a new image of you already. You know, you have to really control this situation, I feel like.
But not the people you know. The people you talk to are going to take your side. And
I guess.
And they'll be nicer than they have been for the past 10 years or so.
However long you've been married.
Yeah. I don't know why I have this 10-year. Okay, I'd take your wife's side, Nick. Thanks.
Well, because... Oh, sorry, Joseph. Are you going to say something?
Oh, no, I'm just wondering, are you getting half the money?
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll say it's an even split.
It's an amicable divorce.
It's a nice it doesn't get messy. How about that? Because okay, so I was at a bar once, and this guy, I think he overplayed his hand, because he kept talking about how he's getting divorced.
Yeah.
To everyone who walked in, and I think he was trying to get free drinks out of it.
I see.
He would be like, I found out my wife was cheating on me. We're getting divorced. Mm-hmm. I think that guy came on too strong. It was too overbearing. Mm-hmm. But I think the mindset is right. I think there is something there. And don't tell me you're above that. You'd be doing that.
What do you mean?
You wouldn't be that blatant about it. That's what I'm saying. I don't think this guy played it right.
Yeah.
But there is something there.
Definitely.
Where you get like, you hit a low, but then you rise like a phoenix. And you use that as not only a conversation piece, but like something you overcame. It's like a college essay. You know?
You totally won me over. It's a great situation to manipulate to get other people to.
Thank you. I was trying to say it without saying the M word.
Because you're trying to manipulate the people that you might have to convince yourself right here in chat. So I understand. I'm sorry that I had to. I totally good. The hero's journey, Joseph calling it. Oh my goodness. Rebellion argues there are easier ways to get free drinks, but to me, this is like if life gives you lemons. Make lemonade. So
if I'm on my deathbed, I won't have FOMO over not being married. I have FOMO over not getting divorced.
Right.
That's the part I'd miss.
Yeah. It is like an opportunity to squeeze people. I like that. I'm totally on board. Well, maybe that's why my friend Pete is the one who came up with that phrase. I think you could be my future ex-wife.
That's a good phrase.
That's a nice opener.
Joseph, what do you think?
Yo, what I'm thinking, that's a nice tagline. Make some merch with that phrase.
Put it on a t-shirt. Oh man, Joseph, what's your relationship status right now?
Oh man, I'm just a youngster, just hosting fighting game events. I wouldn't know.
Not ready for it. I feel that. Too young. We're all too young for it. I agree.
You know, too young for a divorce, that's for sure.
That was good. He dodged the question like a pro.
Rebellion sees the mission. Oh man. So I feel like what I did with that was I was missing the forest for the trees at first.
Well, that's the. I want to talk. I hate that phrase.
Yeah.
Forest for the trees. You know.
Yeah. Yeah.
I hate it. Only because one, I'm not entirely sure what it means. Because to me, it's the same phrase as, "You're missing the bigger picture," right?
Yeah.
That is a better phrase. First of all.
Yeah.
Second of all, since I don't like the phrase and I don't use it that much, anytime I've ever heard it, it was being used against me in a condescending way.
So you already, yeah.
So I can't. I hate that goddamn phrase, dude. Because I would never be in a situation. Because I'm not that confident in what it means. I would never be in a situation where I would use it. I would never drop it.
Yeah.
I also don't know that I just don't know that It's to me. It's also like the cart before the horse. What the fuck?
I like that one.
No, I don't like that one.
Well, why don't you like that one?
Because I don't know what it means. It's illogical. You just use it anytime something's illogical.
No, you're getting ahead of yourself.
Well, you could say that.
Yeah, but it is funny. I don't know. Can't you imagine in your head a cart like tied to a horse? You know, like a horse facing a cart. I like the imagery behind it.
I guess
It's like imagine the horse is walking into the cart, like has to push it. That doesn't make sense.
Maybe, I don't know, it triggers something in me. You know why I don't like forest for the trees though? Because the way I explained it just now was it's like saying you're missing the bigger picture, which is also a metaphor. So the only way to explain one metaphor is to use another metaphor. So
the forest for the trees is like it's the same thing anyway. They didn't get that, you know.
I don't know.
Joseph, what's your favorite saying to drop?
So if I can add to that,
Yeah.
I'm not a big fan of like some platitudes. Like one phrase that I hear a lot from my friends, "It is what it is."
Yeah.
Well, that's just nonsense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what though? I say that all the time. That one's like right at my level. You know, it is what it is.
I feel it.
But the forest for the trees, I disagree with that from a life perspective. I think you should appreciate the trees. Because it is important. See, this is the thing about, you got to focus on the bigger picture and you got to focus on the little things. These are not universal truths. Life is mostly about the little things. And then all of a sudden they tell you it's about the big thing.
Yeah.
Missing the forest for the trees. Why wouldn't you stop and look at a tree? You know? Imagine you're on a hike.
Yeah.
And your friends are appreciating a tree.
Right.
And you're like, he's missing the forest.
I like this one from Rebellion. It says, "Don't argue with an idiot. He will bring you down to their level and beat you with experience." That's pretty funny. That's pretty good.
The cart before the
Yo,
horse.
we should make a tier list of these phrases.
Tier list. You like make hay when the sun shines?
See, that one I would, if anyone ever said that to me, that's where the conversation ends. What does that mean?
It means like you gotta strike while the iron's hot.
That's another one. That one I know what it means, but it's like pretty outdated.
Yeah, it's like saying a month of Sundays. Or like, I haven't seen you in a dog's age.
That's 7 years. The cart before the horse. That's still pissing me off.
I actually like that one.
Because what would be, in your daily routine, what would be an example of that?
What do you mean?
Like, what would you? What's something you do where you go, "Ugh, I put the cart before the horse"?
I don't know. Maybe if you're like planning a wedding or something, and you're trying to get like a caterer, and you haven't got a venue yet or something. Like you don't know where.
Oh, okay.
You
Yeah,
don't know
yeah,
where
yeah.
you'll be. Something like that.
Wait a minute. If you said you're trying to get the caterer before the venue,
Hey, is
that would click. Yeah.
That would click. Okay, maybe we just dropped one right here. Just coined a new platitude. Hell yeah.
Whatever. I think you're missing the forest for the trees.
Understood.
Yo, we should make our own catchphrases. Let's see if it gets traction.
We just got one.
We just got it.
You're planning the wedding. Wait, you got the caterer before the venue. That's really good. How about you're missing the trees for the forest? That's what I was gonna say.
It should work both ways, right? Oh my.
Like if you're I don't know why I keep coming back to a fucking hike. If you're on a hike and you're only worried about getting to the top, turning around and coming back, you know what I'd say? I'd say he's missing the trees for the forest.
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
I think a lot of people
so
miss
funny.
the trees for the forest.
A lot of people do.
I think we're so
Maybe we are right now. Maybe we are right now. Thank you for coming through, Rebellion. Really appreciate you, Legend.
We're
Hooked them
always
up with
worried
the shout
about
out.
we're always worried about making things easier. We never stop to think, is this better? You know?
Right. Yeah.
Like-
the corner cutting.
People want to order their Dunkin' before they even get to the place. You don't want to have a
They
moment with a
do.
human. You don't want to
That's
talk to
true.
someone. You just want to snatch your drink and leave like a fucking weirdo. You don't want to spend 5 minutes with people. You know,
Yeah.
you're missing the trees for the forest.
Yeah. Preach, Nick. What is this? What is the Dunkin' app now that you just go in and pick up your food off a rack, right?
I'm gonna be honest. I've been using it because the points are insane.
Yeah.
The free shit you get.
Yeah.
So I'll give up those human connections for that.
You-
but I'm just saying, it's not good.
You've put a price on,
Yeah. I
on
was
humanity.
bought off immediately.
And it's like pennies on the dollar compared to the timeless connections you could
No, I
make.
think I'm spending more actually.
You're spending more
Because
money.
I want the rewards so bad. I'm going like 3 times a day because I like watching the thing fill up.
That's how they get you. Dang. Joseph, do you drink coffee?
I only drink coffee on weekends now.
Yeah, I feel like I do. Like on Sundays, I always like go over to my grandparents or whatever, and they always are just like have coffee after you eat or whatever. And it's like I don't even like coffee, but I just drink it. But it's like, well, everybody's doing it. That's why I couldn't start drinking coffee. I got too addictive of a personality, I think. I was like, I got stuff that was. I've been addicted to stuff way worse than coffee. I was like,
What's the worst addiction you ever had?
getting divorced. No. I mean, like unhealthiest.
The most life crippling addiction you ever had.
Life crippling. I say the worst was probably, I guess, like smoking cigarettes. But also, if you still ask me that, I don't even think that's an addiction. I think that's just fun.
No,
Like,
I
think I could have quit at any time. I did quit that cold turkey.
You just looked cool. That's why
It just
you're
looked
doing
cool.
it.
Yeah, I was addicted to looking cool. So smoking and yeah, playing cards. No. Yeah, we'll mix in some gambling there. But no, I never fell from the gambling. I always stayed away from it.
Joseph, what's your worst addiction?
Yeah, let's hear the vices.
Being too nice.
Too nice. Joseph's
You
too
gotta
nice.
cut that shit out.
Joseph, tell us a story. Were you ever too nice to someone, they took advantage of it? Well, I know that that's probably true. Can you tell us one time that happened?
Yeah. One time this guy tried to sell me some some like groceries or something, and I didn't want to interrupt him, so I just gave him some money and then I left. I just, took the hard way out.
Dang.
Wait, he was selling you groceries like on the street?
On the street selling me some produce, and he wouldn't stop talking to me, so I just bought it, and I didn't even eat it. But I still took it.
No, dude, that's happened to me before.
Yeah.
The people in the mall got me to buy a shoe cleaner for $40.
Really?
It doesn't even fucking clean the shoe. It just smudges like white all over it.
So you bought shoe stainer
Shoe stainer for $40.
$40. That happened to me one time when I had moved to Connecticut. There was a guy that was like a really pushy salesman for like all the electric like power energy over there is Eversource. Like your electric bill is Eversource everywhere over there. So they were like, okay, well, Eversource runs everything, but we have different distributors where you could get your electricity for cheaper. You just have to sign up for this. And I was like, this guy was like so pushy. He like walked into my house. Like I opened the door and he just walked into my house.
crazy.
And I was like, I'm not signing up for this, but like I didn't like stop him or like kick him out or whatever. I was kind of just like talking to the guy. I was like, I get it. You go door to door. You got to do this, whatever. I was like entertaining it. And I was like, afterward, I was like, why the fuck did I just kick him out? Why did I just kick
You
him
didn't
out?
buy anything, right?
No.
So you actually wasted his time.
Yeah.
I don't think that was nice of you at all.
You know what? It was actually really mean because you know what I did do? I felt bad. I was like, nice. I sort of was like, all right, I'll sign up for it. And then I immediately canceled it.
Oh.
So I didn't want to offend him.
He left thinking he got a sale
Yeah,
for
well,
like an hour of work.
yeah.
Well, how long was he there?
He was there for I don't know.
That's
Not
crazy.
not an hour, but you know, for the pushiness, I was like, I'll sign up for whatever, just get out. And then I made one phone call, canceled it. I was like, but I could have saved myself and him, I guess, the trouble if I just
It
kicked him
does.
out. But
It literally paralyzes me when someone's trying to sell me something because
Yeah.
I don't know how to tell them to stop. It really overwhelms me.
I feel like I've grown to a place now where I feel a little more comfortable with it, but like in the moment too, I always it hurts. It feels like, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like the three of us, we're just kind-hearted
And then they guilt
people.
trip
It's
you,
like,
too.
yeah, they're trying to take advantage of it. It's not right.
I would say I would, but I actually have $0.
Yeah. Out of cash. Direct deposit didn't hit.
Would you guys rather have a sore throat or a sprained ankle?
Sprained ankle probably, I think.
All right, I want to be the tiebreaker. What would you say, Joseph?
I had a sore throat last week, so I hated that.
That was terrible. I've had a sore throat for like 2
Ooh,
months.
the worst.
Yeah. Your voice sounds better though.
Yeah, I'm feeling a lot better. But so we all would rather have the sprained ankle, right?
The sprained ankle, I think, is yeah.
You know
for
what it
me.
is?
What?
A sore throat, you get no mental peace either, because you
Yeah.
feel it happening. Whereas a sprained ankle, it's such a moment. It's like
Yeah.
your ankle's not sprained, and then it is, you know,
Yeah.
and you don't expect it, you don't see it coming, it just happens, and now you gotta deal with it. A sore throat robs you of your life
Yeah.
for weeks.
Yeah.
Actually, you know what though? You ever have a sprained ankle where you feel your bone hit the ground? Like I can't show, but
You're like, let me sprain my ankle. No. Like you're saying your ankle hits the ground, like your foot is going like,
yeah.
yeah. I don't know.
You know how I did it?
How?
I stepped off a curb. It's something humans do routinely, like constantly.
Dude, you gotta be. You can never let your guard down.
What's the play, dude? Because you know what I don't like?
the play.
I don't like medicine. You know,
I don't like medicine either.
I like to tough everything out.
You know what? Listen to this. Medicine, you get better in a week. No doctor, you get better in 7 days.
What do you mean by that?
That's an old saying.
I think I would do the Steve Jobs.
What's the
If
Steve
I had
Jobs?
cancer, I would say I could cure it myself.
Is that what Steve Jobs said?
Until it was stage 4, he was convinced he could turn it around himself.
Really?
By
I didn't
eating
know
fruit.
that.
He thought he could do it, but I wouldn't even eat the fruit. I would just try to mentally turn it around.
Yeah.
Just lock in.
I kind of do feel like built different.
Yeah.
I feel like
Well, so did Steve Jobs, and he would still be alive had he not thought that.
yeah.
It was a very treatable cancer. He had all the money in the world.
Because I feel like there are people that like cardiac arrests that go through it like 3 or 4 times and they don't even know.
I've definitely done it.
I almost feel like
Have you ever had like no seriously? I've had my chest hurt before, and then my whole body has like a rush,
yeah.
and then I like take a deep breath, and it's over, and I'm like,
Yeah.
I just have a heart attack.
Joseph, have you heard of that, right? Like I feel like people, yeah, they're just soldiers and then they like get to the hospital.
Yeah, well, I don't even do that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Adding to that, one time I had like this random panic attack, and I think I experienced something similar, but I was okay after.
Boom. That's it. Yeah.
What's a panic attack feel like? How do I differentiate between that and a heart attack?
I don't think there is.
For me, I felt like the world was slowing down. I couldn't really breathe. I was lightheaded.
Definitely. You get like dizzy, sort of like vertigo. Like, yeah. Off balance.
Was it on stream?
It was actually off stream, but it kind of reminded me of those like Amber Alert commercials, the older people.
Yeah.
And you just toughed it out, right? Or did you go to the hospital?
Toughed it out,
See,
drank water.
That's it.
They actually say water could cure anything.
Yeah. That's why I'm always drinking it. Always drinking it.
You know what I learned?
What?
Cold water, when you have a sore throat, is actually bad for you. Isn't that some fucked up?
What do you mean?
You're supposed to drink hot water. That's supposed to help you.
Why? Does the cold water like dry your throat?
I don't know. A guy just told me that, so I believed it.
Joseph, do you shave with cold water or warm water?
That's a good question.
Because I remember when I was a kid, I was watching like I don't know if it was like Good Morning Vietnam. It was a Robin Williams movie, and he was like, "Oh, you gotta shave." All the like army people, everybody was talking about shaving with cold water in the army, and I was like, "Was that just because of the like it depends where you are kind of thing? Like if you live by the water or something, like if you're stationed somewhere, do you shave with the cold water?" Or like if you have dry skin, do you shave with warm water instead? But if you have oily skin, you shave with cold water. Maybe this is a good question for Angelique. We'll have to get.
I actually don't shave. It all seems way too complicated. I swear to God,
Yeah.
I only get shaved. I only get shiven at the barbershop because
That is funny to me that you don't take a razor or anything to your face. Never.
no, I've tried every technique. I always break out and I always miss a spot. So now
You
I
just let your beard grow.
I just let the professionals do it.
That's just crazy. You don't even like if you were just to edge out because
Nope.
it's not like a lot of hair.
No. I used to buy disposable razors, like
Yeah.
4 of them, and
Yeah.
just go to like during the pandemic when all the barbershops would close. I would just go to war with my face.
Yeah.
Sometimes I wouldn't even use shaving cream.
Well,
I would just go like this.
Well, that's probably
And
why.
I was shaving the wrong way. People are like, "You're gonna rip your face open," and I'm like, "No, I'm not." But I guess you're supposed to go up. I was going down.
I
gotta
feel
go like
like
this.
well, your beard is like really long. So if you're like the disposable if you're using like a razor not like super sharp, then I feel like you gotta trim the hair first. Like if your hair is too long,
See,
before you go against
this
the
is what I'm
grain.
talking about. There's so many variables, and
Yeah.
I can't keep up with them. There's no uniform way to shave,
no.
and I didn't have those moments with Pops where he taught me how to shave.
Yeah. No, I feel you on
Yo.
that. Me neither.
Well, you
Yo,
figured it out.
so I got a question because I just started growing facial hair, surprisingly enough.
Youngster.
How does
Hell
it
yeah.
feel? How does it feel having a beard? Because I just started growing out my hair. All
It's
of a
literally
sudden.
amazing. I think it's my best physical quality. I love it so much. I can never imagine going back to babyface.
So does it just feel like does it like just feel shitty though, like kind of
No.
like itchy and whatever?
No, absolutely never.
No.
The only time it itches is when I'm around cats.
Okay.
Other than that, I mean, it feels nice to brush. Like I like to brush with my hand. Like it feels nice.
Yeah.
It's like soft.
Yeah.
But no, it never itches. The only thing is if I shave, like with the times I've gone baby face, I feel extremely cold. So once you have it, you can't go back. Because my face, it's actually weirder when I don't have it. I notice I'm more unsettled when I don't have it. But how could you say that?
What do you mean? How could I say that?
Does it look itchy?
No.
Oh, okay.
But it itches when it like grows short. You know, for me, I don't really have it. So, like, you know,
Very few people
I think you get used to it.
can pull this off.
And very few people can shave it. Oh, well, you shouldn't have said anything about cats, Nick, because Lee just redeemed Bring Pretty Me Show on stream out of spite, I believe.
Are you fucking kidding me? I just said I'm allergic to these guys. I mean, a promise is a promise, but
Yeah, I'm gonna get Pretty Me Show. I'm gonna get Pretty Me Show. Hopefully Nick doesn't go into cardiac arrest.
all right.
But-
Lee, are you serious?
I'll let Joseph and Nick cook for a second while I get Pretty Me Show. Be right back, guys. Thank you, Lee. Here.
Joseph, you ever seen the Mishos?
I haven't seen the Mishos as often, so I'm glad we're able to see it now during the podcast.
Oh, I'm ecstatic. This is gonna ruin my
I'm
entire
sure.
night. You have any pets?
So I'm also allergic to cats, dogs, and stuff like that, so I can relate.
Dogs too, huh?
Yep.
I'm lucky I'm not allergic to dogs, but cats, man, I think they're good dudes. They're good animals. I just can't be around them. Unless I'm forced to. Unless two of my close friends force me to be around one, I'm almost never around them.
Oh,
Yeah,
there you go.
Pretty Me Show's here. Buddy, welcome to the show. Come over here, buddy. This way. Come on. He's a coming. He's a coming.
That's great. I'm so happy he's...
Yay! Say hi to Nick, buddy.
You know what makes it go away?
What?
Is if I shower. But I already showered today. I didn't want to shower twice.
Did you?
You fucking prick.
You didn't even smell that great.
No, I don't think I do either, but I did shower.
Is it the clothes?
It might be my socks. I was out all day. I didn't know this was a 4D.
Oh, here, let me get your Pretty Me Show. Oh, we have actually a chair for Pretty Me Show he likes over here. Let's get him set up. Here we go. Hello, Mokuba. Thank you for coming through.
It's cool. He's got to be right next to us.
Pretty Me Show's sitting right here, guys. Everybody say hi. All right, we'll keep him over here, but Pretty Me Show is enjoying the pettings.
Okay.
Joseph, oh, sorry.
Sorry, no, you go.
I was gonna say, Joseph, are you a Swiftie?
Yo, Taylor Swift performed in my city, and the downtown was super packed, caused traffic. A lot of Taylor Swift fans were out and about.
Dude, the produce guy probably made a killing over there.
Oh yeah.
Everybody at the
All the
Taylor Swift
vegetables.
arena with like a pineapple. Some sort of... You can't show up
Yeah.
without stone fruit.
We should you should dive into her. Her newest album is 31 songs.
31 songs.
I actually, you know what? I actually think that's a good. I think it's an overcorrection, but I think it's a good correction from these TikTok ass albums that are like 28 minutes. So
Yeah.
I appreciate that she's giving it all to us, but I also think she's doing it for greedy reasons. So it's not like she's artistically correcting something. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
She's doing it for just as insidious purposes. But I gotta tell you, as the world, the more the world hates her, I love her. I love her so much.
Really?
I do.
Nick is a Swiftie.
You know,
Well, what makes you love her so much?
I think in this you know, sound weird.
Yeah.
I think there is something interesting about a person who is so famous and so unhappy but essentially can't be honest about that. If you listen to the lyrics on her new album, she's very extremely unhappy,
Yeah.
but she
Yeah.
also just can't. So you know, remember the Matt Healy stuff?
Yeah.
A lot of the albums about that, how the world made her break up with Matt Healy because everyone freaked out about him being a Nazi, which he wasn't. He wasn't a Nazi. He just made a sort of weird joke about Ice Spice on a podcast. So
He's also not that cool of a guy. Like not a.
He's
Maybe
not-
he's not a Nazi, but he's,
not
not
a
like
Nazi. He's not a
he's not
cool
a
guy.
hero.
No, he's
either.
not a hero.
I
I
don't
think there's
fuck
an
with that guy.
in-between.
Yeah.
I put
yeah.
myself in between
Well-
Nazi and hero. I think I'm right in the sweet spot.
Yeah.
You're a little closer to Nazi.
A little closer to Nazi. No, there. Micho heard you say that.
Yeah.
He's coming right over.
Oh, I think he wants to get out.
You think he wants to get out? Well, yeah.
So anyway, she hates her fans, is what I'm saying.
She hates her fans.
obviously-
Wait, where is it?
She can't say that she hates her fans though. She hates because the people who are saying all this stuff and trying to like force her to dump Matt Healy were not the casuals like me,
Yeah.
who just appreciate the music.
Right.
They were the diehard like mentally ill Swifties who did not think this guy was good enough for her and thus forced her to break up with him. So she hates those people.
Wait, how did they force her to break up with him though?
Because it was just a PR design. I agree. She wasn't forced to do anything, but I think she's such a machine. Like with so much corporate backing. She probably was called into a boardroom and they probably did make her break up with him.
I see.
I sincerely believe that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think there's something interesting about someone who was just not allowed to be a real human being. Granted, I think the production's horrible. I think Jack Antonoff needs to be.
Wait, so you don't like the sound of the album, but you think there's something to?
I think there's something there.
There's something
I think
there.
there is something there. I think it's lyrically one of her more interesting albums. But Jack Antonoff needs to be hunted and shot, like for sport.
Oh my goodness. Shout out Tsunamine and Ate in chat. What is up, legends? We are assembling here for youngster Joseph. Joseph, when you're jamming, and maybe when Josephina is jamming too, are you like listening to the words, or are you a lyrics or a sound type of listener?
As of recently, I'm all about the instrumentals, the production, the instrumentals.
Yeah.
I'm a drummer, I'm a percussionist, so I love the backbeat.
Dude, we gotta hear some youngster Joseph jams sometimes.
Hell yeah.
Are we gonna do a drum session stream sometime soon? Cause that would be crazy.
Yo. Rap battle, drum session, I'm down.
I love it. Do you have like your own drum set like in your crib?
It's in my basement right now, but I hope to
Nice.
bring it back.
Hell
Possibly
yeah.
we'll work on something.
Yes. Hell yeah.
I'm going back and forth
Yeah.
with lyrics and production.
Yeah.
Because I used to tell myself I was a lyric guy. And with this new album, it was just so lyric heavy
Yeah.
with such uninteresting production. I had to throw on Renaissance by Beyonce.
Oh, okay.
And
yeah.
that's not really a lyric heavy album. And I listened to it, I'm like, oh, this is way better. Because she's
Yeah.
saying you can be my daddy if you want to.
Mhm.
So she's talking to me. She's saying you can be my daddy if you want to.
Facts.
She also said dimples on my hips, stretch marks on my tits. I was like, oh, okay, Via. It's not
Nice.
as
You're checking every single box.
no, it actually is lyrically profound.
It is lyrically profound.
Basically, I love that in 2022, after all the world had been through the past couple years, like Beyonce's back.
Yeah.
With this grand album, and it's mostly about how she has a giant ass. And it's amazing. You know? You expected like political insight or something.
maybe that's just it. Maybe that's the
or her
politics.
troubled marriage with Jay. No, it's just about how she's beautiful.
Yeah.
And I totally agreed.
I kind of went. I'm sound guy all the way. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. I kind of like. I guess I can appreciate the songwriting, but I think we've talked about it on the show before. It's like, why don't you write a good poem then? You know, sounds like crap. You know, leave this to the professionals. You know, I want to. Like, let's talk about like a Taylor Swift song, and then like just another song that just like Mr. Saxo beat or something.
I would love to be so hot that I can make a whole album about how hot I am. And have the entire world praise it.
You can. Yeah.
Beyonce ass album, but it's me talking about my beard.
Yeah, there we go.
Yes.
Razor bumps on my cheek. I leave it to the pros. Oh man. Shout out to Kakashi in chat. Thank you for coming through, Kakashi. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Let us know in chat. Are you a lyrics person or a sound person when listening to music? Joseph, what were you saying? Sorry.
Yo, no worries. You could go through a divorce and make an album about that.
You know that. Okay, this is actually interesting because I feel like I used to. First of all, you're right. I don't smell that good. I feel like I used to be on like my sad boy shit, but as I get older and problems that seem like big deals are not that big of deals anymore, I'm starting to realize music should first and foremost be fun more than anything else. It should be fun, and I there is some appreciation in feeling cathartic sadness, right? Mm-hmm. But I used to be recreationally sad. Like I would not be sad, and I would deliberately listen to sad music. Yeah, and I don't really
recreationally sad. I like that
for sport.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Now, man, you roll the windows down. A layered house song about Beyonce's giant jiggly ass. I mean. Life doesn't get any better than that.
Joseph got it like that.
Huge.
We have a lot of sound people. I think we got a lot of legends in chat. Ate, sound person. Suna, sound person. Coming from a bassist and a beatboxer, respectfully. Boom. So these are all like music people. Sound. It's the sound.
I also wish you guys had been meaner to me during that time.
What do you mean, mean?
Because when I was listening to sad music, you guys should have called me a pussy more.
Well,
like, there's probably times where I got the aux and threw on Bon Iver. You guys should have made fun of me for that.
We were too nice. You were taking advantage of how nice we were. And I kind of resent you for that.
What's it take you wish people... I used to think the Tom Holland Spider-Mans were better than the Tobey Maguire ones. I wish you guys beat me senseless for thinking.
I mean, I never gave up.
I'm mad at past me for thinking that. I'm more mad at you guys for being lax about it.
I disputed that immediately. I called you a jackass in group chat. I don't know why.
I'm not good at self-reflection, though. I need you to beat it.
Why is that my job that I have to? What am I?
You have to pound it into my head. You sound dumb.
Okay, I will keep this in mind. I need to go harder.
Noted.
Noted. We will push back harder when you have a crazy take. Understood.
Lisa, Nick, you don't listen even if they argued against it. I think I have an open mind. Would you guys listen? Okay, I have a situation for you. I've been racking my brain all week.
Okay.
If someone is on their way to pick you up and they die on their way to you.
Okay.
But the official report is just that they died in a car accident. They didn't make a post about picking you up. No one went through their phone afterwards because there was no foul play. Everyone thinks they just died in a car accident. Mm-hmm. You know they died because they were on their way to pick you up.
Yeah.
Would you make this public knowledge? Do you think you would get more blame or sympathy?
Sympathy, I think.
Nick would.
I think sympathy. Joseph, what do you think? I think sympathy.
I wouldn't even bring it up. Like, I would save face. I wouldn't want to like talk about it.
Here's the if you are gonna bring it up, you have to commit to showing everyone that you're beating yourself up.
You have to be tortured about it.
You have to be tortured about
Yeah.
it. You have to beat yourself up more than anyone else could beat you
It should
up.
almost be
And
like
show that.
they feel worse for you than the person who died.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, oh my god, it wasn't worth it.
You need to be like visiting
We were just
their
gonna go to Buffalo Wild Wings, you know?
you
Like,
need to
gotta
be visiting their grave with like 10 boneless wings because you're so torn up about it. That's what you need to do. Like, you need to show people you're tortured.
What?
Because then people start remembering the great things about you too, and how could you deserve this
That's
gift?
what I was
where it
saying,
goes.
thinking, yeah. Because then it all becomes about you. Even that person's parents
Yeah.
would feel worse for you.
And you know what? Because I think that even if you try not to play it that way, you have to. It's the only way you come out clean on the other side, because once people realize how irrational it is to blame you for their death, they're going to blame you for not being as beat up about it as you should as they feel you should have been, you know?
I also think it's therapeutic for you, because if you just hold on to that to the grave, you might actually beat yourself up about it. Instead, you need to performatively beat yourself up.
Yes.
And we just got the raid from Blazing Aura. Shout out to all the raiders in Gobi's community. Welcome, 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 Gobi. What were you up to? Thank you so much for coming through. Welcome to our weekly podcast. We have Youngster Joseph, the legend, here as a guest. You know me, you know Nicky B. And I'm gonna hook Gobi Blazing Aura up with the shout out. Everybody, please drop Blazing Aura the follow and check out. They've started a podcast as well. You can check them out on YouTube. Gobi, if you want to drop a YouTube links to the latest episode, you know we've been keeping up on it. Hit the like, comment, subscribe. Hell yes, hit those buttons. Hit everything. Thank you so much for the raid, Gobi, and coming through. What are you up to right now? What are you up to right now after just playing some Mario Kart? We're tackling a bunch of topics. We're like lyrics versus sound. Now we're on how guilty should you show? How much guilt should you show for a person's incidental death?
I think about this all the time, because I try to get a ride everywhere.
So you think it's just gonna happen to
I
one
think
of these
the
days?
odds that it happens to me are actually pretty high.
Joseph, do you drive?
Yep, I drive, and I used to take the train, but yeah, I've been driving a lot now.
Are you someone? Because me, I'm a passenger princess all the way. Or are you a guy who offers rides?
So I used to be that passenger, and now I'm the one that's starting to drive people out or drive with people.
Not only am I worried about someone dying on the way to pick me up, the reason I don't give people rides is because what if I kill them by accident in a car accident? If you're the passenger princess, you are risking nothing.
Yeah.
Other than your life, you're risking nothing.
But you can have the peace of mind that you're not responsible.
Yeah, exactly. If
anyone's-
anything happens, it's not your fault.
Yeah.
Unless they die on their way to pick you up.
That's why I don't like holding people's babies.
I
You know
cannot
when someone
stand
has a
it.
baby and they're like, "Oh, do you want to hold her?" It's like, no, get
No.
that thing away from me. I don't want to. That's crazy. You know how nervous you got to be. Like,
I think the baby would
cradling
get-
the head. I'd be like shaking.
It would get too attached to me too. That's what I worry about.
The baby would.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I don't fuck. Babies are wiggly too.
Wiggly.
They're wiggly motherfuckers.
Unpredictable.
They will squirm out of there.
Unpredictable.
One
Yeah.
time, my cousin, when he was like 3, I accidentally flipped him over the side of the couch, and he landed on his neck. And there was 5 seconds where he wasn't moving, and I was like, I think I just paralyzed my baby cousin. And then he popped up like Dwayne The Rock Johnson. I was like, oh my god, you sick fuck.
Oh my god. He was probably just shocked.
Yeah.
He was shocked that his cousin
Flipped him over
would
a
be so
couch.
careless.
For no reason. Who was 11 years older than him.
You seriously need to be like a cowboy or something to wrangle babies. I feel like holding like a. Sometimes I take a Micho outside just to get some fresh air. I'll be holding them because they don't like going. They don't. They are usually afraid of going outside, but they're curious about outside. So if I'm holding them, they usually like it, but they don't like it for too long. So they kind of like.
The Michos?
Yeah.
Aw. But then you could drop a cat.
Yeah.
You can't drop.
Well, I don't want to drop them outside.
Oh, because they'll run. Yeah.
Yeah. So. Well, maybe they wouldn't. They would probably run back inside. They love inside so much. It's funny. I like hold like Uggy Bisho. He doesn't like going outside, but he likes smelling outside for like a second. Like he'll go up to the door. So if I'm holding him at the door, his heart will start to just race, and then he'll turn around and he'll go like want to walk back in.
Speaking of babies in cars,
Yeah.
you know how you're supposed to put your baby facing the rear
Yeah.
in a car seat? I would never do that.
I would never do.
The baby's on the journey with me. What are you talking about?
Passenger
I don't-
princess.
I actually
That's
don't think
different.
I ever did that. I think every time I was in a car seat, I was facing forward. So I think my parents missed the memo,
Yeah.
So-
Casey,
and I
can we
turned out fine.
We need the corroboration from Casey in chat. Casey, let us know. Was Nick ever in the car seat backwards? We need to know.
That's
We
just
need to
fucking
know.
weird. You can't check.
I feel like that's a thing though. They always put babies back.
You can't
backwards.
check if your baby's crying because it's looking the other way. What if it's choking on something? You wouldn't even tell.
Yeah, I don't know.
I almost choked on a chicken bone today.
A chicken bone?
Yeah.
Like the whole like a drumstick?
Well, I was stuck in it. I was at
And
the
you just,
bar
like-
stuck in a chicken bone.
Like
Yeah.
inhaled it?
Hell yeah.
The whole thing was in my mouth. Nobody even noticed. I almost die all the time when I'm out to eat with people. If you ever see me suddenly lunge at my drink, that means I was choking.
You've been hospitalized more times going out to eat
Than the average person.
Yeah.
Well, then anyone should in their life.
Yeah. Man.
Seat backwards might be safer. There might be evidence for that. But it doesn't pass the vibe check.
Well,
Like when you have your daughter in the car, you face her forward, right?
she's at that age now.
Yeah, okay. Ali, you got a swallowing issue? Dude, I'm telling you, this is a long COVID effect.
It's a long COVID.
People are starting to realize.
Joseph, do you have any like long COVID symptoms? You can't smell
I think
anymore.
I'm okay now.
You're all
I've been
good.
touching grass recently. I've been going out. Yeah. I feel good now.
How about Josephina? It hit her pretty hard.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, still going through it, man. Just kidding.
I feel like the worst car accident to die in is
He's being in a car seat backwards.
no, just you. If it's just you, you just go off the road and die.
Yeah.
That's embarrassing. You have to take like a family of 4 with you. You know what I mean? It has to be like a big tragic thing, you know?
What do you mean take a family?
Because okay,
with
not,
you? What is
take it with you because then it's like you see
You need to. Are you saying you need to have somebody else in the car with you, or someone in another car in an accident?
it needs to it needs to be a 2-car accident. You can't die in a solo car accident. That's embarrassing.
It's all accountability on you.
Right, no one would even feel bad for you. If it's a pile up,
People
there's
would be really
deniability.
cynical.
Yeah.
Yeah. People are really cynical about it.
You know what they say?
Yeah.
I was actually watching a video of a car accident, and it was these people live streaming moments before they got in a deadly car accident. And the comments were very unsympathetic to them initially until it came out they were hit by a drunk driver. And then they were like, oh my God, I feel so bad for them. Isn't that weird? Nobody felt bad for them just on the basis that they all died.
Yeah.
It needed to be someone else's fault for them to feel bad for them. So that's why I can't die in a solo car accident. Man.
That's why, because sick people on the internet will pass judgment.
Like he must have been speeding.
Oh my god.
He must have not been looking at, which is probably true. I probably would have been texting. That's one of those things. Unless they figured out you sent a text the moment you went off the road, like they could line that up. Texting is one of those things maybe they'll never find out because they can see if you're wearing your seatbelt, they can see if you're speeding, but texting you have all deniability in that. I hit a car once while I was texting.
Yeah.
I just said I wasn't texting. I played it so I'm such a good actor. I said, "Oh my god, you know, I was looking right at you. I can't believe I hit you." I was not. I was texting. A school bus in the other lane stopped. He stopped for the school bus,
Yeah.
and I was going like this. And then I looked up and I went, "Oh."
Wait, do you remember what you were texting?
Yeah.
I actually was sending something to my friend for them to print.
You were sending an attachment?
Because I was
Or
actually
piece?
going to go to this poetry contest in Westchester. So I was sending them a Google Doc link to print, and I was going to pick it up at their house.
Okay.
And I obviously didn't go because I didn't have a car after that.
Damn.
That could have been my, like, moment, you know?
That's where you could have become, who do you say your life could be like? Paul Walter
Paul Walter
Hauser.
Hauser.
You could have been Paul Walter Hauser with one if one of those things didn't happen.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Hey, you know what? I fucked up the back of their car.
How fast were you going?
Like 40.
40 into a stopped car.
Into a stopped car.
Oh,
Wow.
It's not funny. Nobody died. Texting and driving's bad.
Not funny. Joseph, you have any crazy car accident
I have to use
stories?
the bathroom quick.
All right. Let Joseph cook.
not any car stories, but when I used to take the bus and I saw two cowboys like have a standoff. It was crazy.
Two cowboys?
Two cowboys dressed up, like, I don't know why, in the middle of the night in a bus, just arguing. I've seen
it
a lot
was
of crazy stuff.
In the bus? In the bus?
Yeah.
They had spurs, hats, vests, the whole 9 yards.
Everything except the gun.
Wow. Could you pick up on what they were arguing about?
They were speaking Spanish. I couldn't really hear what they were saying, but it got heated.
Wow. Dang. So did people, including yourself, did you feel like, oh, I gotta get off immediately, like next stop I'm getting off this bus, or did you just ride it out till the next stop?
Half the people left. I stayed. I recorded it too. I just wanted to see what it was all about.
I see. Dude, that's the journalist in Youngster Joseph. I love it. They had to publish this.
And also, I'm nosy.
Respect. So that's
Hell
on your
yeah.
live leak account. That's your most viewed post. Respect.
Yeah. We'll post it on Patreon. It'll be up.
Trying to think. I've been in a couple accidents, but I never really caused one. I've come close to having one be my fault. I remember my friend was driving in front of me in a parking lot, and there was like some black ice, and I hit the brakes and I started sliding, and I was like, ah! But it was like I stopped just short of their car. I couldn't imagine how close I was, because it looked like I was gonna, and I was like, it's one of those. I felt like it was in the Austin Powers movie where the guy's like, ah, the thing's just slowly creeping up on him, and you like can't do anything. I was so scared, but thankfully, nothing. But I was in one accident where this cop hit us. I was getting picked up from a field trip at my school, and there was a police car in front of us, and all of a sudden they decided to pull out a K-turn, U-turn, whatever, out of nowhere. Didn't turn the siren on, nothing. I guess they didn't realize someone was behind us. They're right in front of us, veer off, and then try to make the U-turn, and we like T-bone them, and it's like, what the heck? It was nuts. I mean, everybody was okay and whatever, but then they basically told us, they're like, yeah, he's a cop, so like they're not gonna pay for anything for your car or nothing. It was like was insane. It was insane. Yeah, no accountability.
If anything, it's a story to tell.
If
Crazy.
anything, it's a story to tell. Exactly. Yeah. Shout out the legend Reggie in chat. Welcome to chat, Reggie. How you doing? Welcome. Oh my goodness. Joseph, what's going on in your world lately? So you're visiting home soon? Are you going for like a big event just to catch up with the fam? A regular visit?
So one of my relatives is graduating, so we're gonna visit LA. and then
Nice.
I will be going to EDC, Electric Daisy Carnival, a big music festival, a few weeks after in Vegas.
Oh, that is sick, dude. Hell yeah. Are you like you're a festival fiend then?
You know, I'll say, if anyone invites me to a show, I'm going.
Hell yeah. Love it.
Too nice.
Dude. Too nice. No one is getting the no. I love it. Well, dude, we got to go to a festival because I've never been to a music festival. I've been to a concert here and there, but I've never been. So we got to go to EDC. What, do you go, like, you camp out and everything?
Luckily enough, my friends are professionals. They have the bus, the campsite, everything.
Really?
15.
Wow.
So I'm just there for the ride.
You're just lavish right there. That is sick.
Yeah.
Did you go to
Yep.
Coachella?
No, but maybe that'll be on the bucket list. Maybe I'll see you at the next event, Evo or something.
Hell yeah. I feel like we need to do Joechella. That's the new festival. Write that one down.
Actually, can I bring it up?
Yeah.
So I've been hosting events called Joechella, so you're on brand, on point.
Shit.
No way,
Oh my
really?
gosh.
Yeah.
Oh, that's sick, dude. Tell us about it. Tell everyone in chat.
So during 2020, 2021, you know, we were streaming a lot, staying inside.
Mhm.
So I decided to host my own virtual music and art festival, similar to a Coachella for Twitch.
That is
That's
awesome.
so cool.
That is so sick. So who was on it? Was it like other streamers? Was it people you knew IRL too? Like,
Yeah, it was a mix of both.
Hell
IRL
yeah.
friends, streamers, DJs, artists, trying to bring as many people together, similar to what we're doing with the fighting game community.
hell yeah. And you got some drum solos in there?
Like one.
Like one? Hell yeah, dude. Oh man, we need to bring Joechella back. When was the last Joechella?
Now that I think about it, I'd say before September, before Street Fighter 6 came out, around that time.
Gosh, you. Wow, so we're overdue.
We're overdue, yeah.
We need to bring Joechella back. I love that. Sign NickyBato up. We'll do karaoke.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
I'll do anything.
Hell yeah. I'm totally down.
Did I miss a car accident story when I was gone?
We were talking about Joseph witnessed an incident on a bus, but it was two cowboys fighting.
Oh, okay.
It wasn't an accident, actually.
That's beautiful.
Oh, yeah.
Beautiful. Joseph said everyone on the bus left except him. He was
Oh,
there for
yeah.
the standoff. It was like
Yeah.
the good, the bad, and the ugly. There were the three cowboys there waiting. Everybody had the cowboy hat. Youngster Joseph with the cap.
That's actually a great transition into a topic.
What
But I
do we
want to say
got?
one more thing.
Yeah.
I don't think I can die. I've been in 4 car accidents. I don't even have as much as a broken pinky on me. Like, I am untouchable. One of them was the one where I rear-ended. One of them was a deer. I don't know if that counts. Does that count?
You could have been hurt.
Both cars were
Yep.
totaled.
Yeah.
I slid off the road in my dad's car when I was like 10. And I was hit on a rainy night, I think that same year, in my mom's car. So I'm untouched. I've also experienced no grief in my life. So I think,
You live this comically blessed life.
yeah, I've experienced no death. None whatsoever. So if
None.
you know me, you can't die. Like, that's the veil I put on everyone I know, so they can't die.
Joseph, welcome to eternity. You've become immortal through this podcast.
Yes.
Speaking of cowboys, though, what the fuck is with all the names for bars they got out there? You know? What is the difference?
You mean like a saloon?
Like a pub, a tavern, a saloon, a brewery, a watering hole. What the fuck are we doing? First of all, I don't think saloons ever actually existed. Because I don't believe that people were owning bars and only having those little doors at the front that you could just slide under after hours and steal all the money. You know what I mean? I don't believe those. What? I don't believe they existed. I don't believe the Old West ever existed.
Because
It's a huge security oversight to have those little. Also, is that what makes it a saloon?
I feel like a saloon. Well, that is the thing. Is that like I feel like maybe when they made the saloons, they made them as sort of like places for drifters coming through to stop by and get like fueled up, like you get food and stuff. But that's like what bars have assumed that role too. They fill the same role. So I don't know if you could like live at a saloon. Could you live at a saloon or like stay there a couple nights, or is that like
Does
more
a
like an
saloon
inn?
imply an inn?
Yeah,
Because then what's an inn, if not a saloon?
I don't know.
Why do we have like 7 words that all mean the same thing? What's a pub?
Yo.
Is that just British?
I don't know. Joseph, what was the last establishment with grown-up sodas you went to?
Oh, dude, there's a place in my area called the Old Wagon Saloon and Grill.
So it's a saloon and a grill.
Yeah, pretty much combo.
But is the grill part redundant? Should the saloon be equipped to grill things? Anyway,
Should a tavern?
Or
should a tavern?
What the fuck is
or
a
an inn.
tavern? Or an inn. See, Madrone says a pub is a public house, but every bar is public, so I don't understand.
People had their own houses and those were private.
Okay, but I can't. If I went to a pub now and tried to spend the night, they wouldn't let me.
Well, I don't know. Maybe they would. Because I feel like, I don't know, do bars do that where they just let people like, well, maybe they throw you out nowadays.
They throw you out.
But at a public house, it's a house.
But that's
it's
what I'm
public.
saying. All these words seem like of a time period of something specific, but they're still being used today. I went to a tavern the other night.
Yeah.
You know what it was?
What?
It was a bar.
It was a bar.
Why did they call it
Yeah.
a tavern? So saloons were the base to the evolution of a pub. So saloons were first.
Uh-huh.
And then, but I don't agree saloons were first. I don't think anyone in England or Ireland was calling a bar a saloon.
I think the pubs had, because I think saloon, I only think of Wild Wild West.
Yeah.
And that had to be
Yeah.
after the pub, no? Because
Right.
pubs are like, Irish people, they love public houses.
They love pubs.
They've
had it
always
in
done the
Banshees
public
of
house. The
Inisherin.
Banshees
They
in
called it
Inisherin,
a
that was
pub.
Irish Civil War. I don't know.
And a watering hole sounds disgusting.
That
I don't know
sounds
why
like-
you would ever call your bar a watering hole.
That is gross, yeah.
Yeah.
That sounds like for farm animals.
A brewery too. I feel like they're trying to say they only sell beer, but I've been to breweries that have mixed drinks.
Really?
So what are we doing here?
Mm-hmm.
I think all the words for places of alcohol drink selling is like a cultural thing. But I don't know why there's a tavern in my city. What's special about my city that there's a goddamn tavern?
Wait, Joseph, is that true? What does Canada call them?
So I just searched it up. Canada has this thing called beer parlors. So I don't even know.
Beer parlor.
Can you do something for me? It's bothering me. Can you look up tavern?
Yeah.
I have no idea. That
Let's
sounds
look
like
up Tavern.
that sounds medieval.
Yeah, let's look it up here. Here, I'll pull this over here 1 second, and
Game of Thrones.
let's see. The Game of Thrones. Tavern. Let's see. All right, here. We'll have our transition. Boop.
Oh look, a tavern is a type of business where people gather to drink alcoholic beverages
And be served.
and be served food. What else does that sound like?
And where you would receive lodging.
Okay,
It sounds like a.
there's no
it-
lodging at the tavern.
It sounds like a saloon and a and a pub. See also bar. Oh my goodness! Here, and this has everything. Also known as a saloon, a tavern, or a tippling house. What is a
or
tippling
sometimes
house?
as a pub or a club. Tippling house is kind of hard.
Tippling house is moving the needle.
Like that.
And if public house shortened to pub, this could be shortened to tip with 2 T's or tipple.
You go into the tip.
It's
That's nice.
not bad.
Okay, this is good.
Is this really where the term derives from the metal or wooden barrier that is often located along the length of the bar? What are they? What? What? I don't like the way the sentence is structured here. Because I can get it calling this whole thing the bar, but they're talking about the barrier bar? Like a little rail around it?
Yeah.
Over many years, heights of bars were lowered and high stools added, and the brass bar remains today. Because I don't like how they say locate a bar located along the length of the bar.
Wait, so
Or is
back in
that
the
along-
day,
Oh wait, I
bars
think
used to be up here,
Yeah, what-
and
what-
the stools were shorter.
they're lowering
They
the
were
bar.
dropping the drinks on you. Is
What
that
is
what
it?
that means?
I
Lower
think-
the bar?
Maybe that's what.
That's what the
Yeah,
phrase-
maybe that's where it comes from, lowering the bar.
But then that phrase doesn't really work. If it just means
Yeah.
it's easier to get your drinks.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I think I get now that this bar means the whole establishment. So they are just talking about the bar, but either way, I it's just why would you awkwardly structured
How do you
sentence, but-
justify giving Tavern its own Wikipedia page?
Yeah. It's crazy you can't click. Oh, you
Yeah,
can. You
click
can.
Tavern. Yeah, let's go
Tavern,
back.
pub. Here, let's open them all up.
Yeah.
Tavern, pub, saloon, a saloon bar. Oh no, that's a film or a play known as saloon bar. Let's see. Let's go back to tavern. The word derives from the Latin taberna, whose original meaning was a shed, workshop, stall, or pub.
This is pissing me off so much because now it's saying tavern and inn are interchangeable, and they're not. No one would use them interchangeably.
True.
I don't know.
Who
I
would ever
would.
say, "I'm in town. I'm staying at the tavern"?
I don't know. Well, I feel like, but like I know, like in upstate New York, like in Adirondacks and stuff, they have places that are like the inn where people like go to dinner and stuff and get drinks and things. But that might have just been like a piece of history. Just stood there.
I always associated inn with a hotel.
Same.
Yeah, I kind of feel that way, but I think that's like a definition that's grown now. I feel like
Okay.
that's new school.
All right. Now look
Like
at-
I think that's what it is now.
Look at these French freaks. It says from the 14th century, taverns along with inns and later cabarets.
Cabarets.
Oh, and another one. It says.
Oh.
Another one. Oh my
Oh no, a
goodness.
cabaret is okay. A cabaret is theater.
And the
Theater
performance
in a bar.
performance venue might be a pub, a casino, a hotel, a restaurant, a tavern, a nightclub.
This is so annoying.
Let's see. Casey says we live near an old Irish pub. It was designed like the old days with low tables away from the bar because women weren't supposed to sit at the actual bar. Oh my goodness. Is that why they changed the words so that way they could get away from the it was kind of a bad image then.
I actually prefer that, a table away from the bar.
You love sitting at tables.
I feel that way, the same way I feel about Rosa Parks. Like, I understand the principle you're fighting against, but I like the back of the bus, man. That's where I would choose to sit. Same with this. I don't know what the ladies are complaining about. I like the tables.
You hate sitting at
I
a bar.
hate sitting at bars.
You hate it.
I don't like my feet dangling.
Well, that's why they lowered it. Yeah, I feel like they should, instead of compromising on the height of the bar was the first step, but then they need to have more like backs on the chairs at bars, enough stools.
Why weren't women allowed to sit at the actual bar? Why were men they were just yamming it up? Just like 10 guys at the bar?
I don't know.
10 dudes.
Dudes.
Divorced too.
They're all commiserating.
I came here to try to meet a woman, but they're not fucking here. They're all at those tables.
They're all at those tables.
Well, I can't go over there. I'm a guy. I mean, why are men in power? Much to think about.
You know what? I think that was their podcast back in the day, going to the bar, talking things out.
That was it. Yeah. They'd be like, who's our guest this week? I don't, it's crazy. One of the earliest references to a tavern is found in the Code of Hammurabi. Oh, and they have another article, Taverns in North America.
All right, click that.
This might be what we're more
Pissing me off.
used to. Okay.
Lee said maybe they were gay, so all men were gay back in the day.
Okay. Oh my gosh. It wasn't proper for women unless it was a house of ill repute. I see.
These numbers are crazy.
Yeah. By 1900, the 26 million American men over it. They have the hard number. The census from 1900, 26
Wait,
million
this
American
sentence is
men.
cracking me up. It says probably half of the American men avoided saloons. What is that?
Wait, where? What?
They avoided them. That's such a funny way to put it. They didn't say. They didn't say stopped going or just didn't go. He said they avoided them. And you want to grab a drink? Where? Just the saloon. I'm good.
It's not for me.
Let me know when you're at a tavern.
Yeah. Because the tavern numbers are through the roof. They're saying every single man in America went to 215,000
Did a
taverns.
tavern write this?
Yeah. Oh my gosh. There was one tavern per 100 American men? Holy hell, dude.
That's
Wow.
smoking me. Men's
Yeah.
avoided saloon.
Half of the American men avoided saloon.
Also, probably. The
Probably.
sentence on a Wikipedia article. There's
Probably.
probably half of American men
They're
avoid
not
saloon.
standing up for anything. Oh my god.
Wait, what does it say after that? So the average consumption for actual patrons was about half a gallon of beer per day. Those are rookie numbers.
You gotta get those numbers up.
Light work.
Yeah. Give us a hard one. Let's see what taverns have become today. Let's see. The earliest hotels.
This is really I'm getting so pissed off that all of them say they're different because like now they were hotels. Like what?
Maybe they're saying they were the earliest hotel. Maybe hotels splintered off from taverns because they were trying to get the people who wanted to avoid
Oh.
saloons.
Oh, that's why the hotel market blew up.
Yeah.
The
And now
saloon crowd.
hotels.
So what's a hotel bar? Is that a tavern or is that an inn?
You're right. They never really
Now
compromised
it's a
on
hotel
all.
bar.
It's just a hotel is still a tavern. It's the same exact thing. They have the bars.
Wait, so-
they have breakfast in
Hold
the
on.
morning too. They have continental breakfast. It's
Oh,
just a
alright.
tavern.
I'm lost. What's a watering hole then?
That's like a place you go skinny dipping. Hotels really never. They have it all. It's just more disguised.
So in every hotel you're saying is a tavern?
Every hotel is a tavern.
Every hotel is a tavern.
They
But not
are.
every tavern's a hotel.
No, they are.
Oh, okay. Is every public house an inn?
What?
Is every public house an inn?
Yeah.
Is every inn a saloon?
Yeah. Wait, I don't know about. Wait, what was the one public house? Did people live at the public house?
They don't live there now. That's why I don't. I'm so lost as to why we still have 7 words that all
'Cause-
mean bar.
To me, the one that sticks out is public house. I feel like public house is like common area in like a dorm building or something, or like the Hogwarts
Mhm.
buildings.
But now it now it exclusively means alcohol, right? A public house. If someone said they're at a public house,
Yeah.
Yeah, but I feel like at a pub you still have like the aspect of like socializing was the thing.
Okay.
You know, they don't stop anyone from going in there. People like can gather. They have live music at pubs still. You know.
Yeah,
But like no one lives at a pub, and I don't know if anyone ever lived at a pub though.
gotcha.
A saloon / inn was most likely a whorehouse, Casey says.
This should.
Should we look that up? No.
Wait, this tavern.
Wait, whoa.
Paragraph.
Are you reading the? Yeah. Why
This
don't you
shit's
read it?
driving me crazy. This says
Yeah.
taverns absorbed leisure hours and games were provided. That's a funny way to absorb leisure hours. Wouldn't if you were at a tavern, weren't you on your leisure hours?
Yeah.
It's weird to say they absorbed.
Yeah.
Anyway, horse races often began and ended at taverns.
What
You
does
go
that
from
even
one
mean?
tavern to- Hey, where does the race go? It goes from this tavern
You're
to that.
racing around and what?
As did militia training. So taverns all day got horses and army men.
And then the next sentence just says
Cockfights were common. No elaboration.
No, that's
Just
it,
believe
yeah.
us. I'm surprised they didn't throw a probably on that.
Yeah.
At upscale taverns, the gentry had private rooms or even organized a club. When politics was in season, or the county court was meeting, political talk filled the tavern.
Wow.
This literally reads like a Taylor Swift lyric. Political talk filled the taverns, and they're just saying it. But that's not what makes it a tavern, though. You want to talk politics tonight? Let's go to the tavern.
Let's go to the tavern.
It's inappropriate to do that at a bar.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Consumerism in the backcountry was limited not by ideology or culture, but by distance from markets and poor transportation. Or are they just saying how far you were from the tavern? That's what limited the consumerism.
It's also obviously public transportation had to do with your culture. Like,
Yeah.
they specifically, whatever.
This is a crazy,
Yeah.
crazy article here. Meeting place and community center.
So a public house.
From 1749 to 1779, the Mosby Tavern was the courthouse, jail, and militia rendezvous for Cumberland County, Virginia. Wow. These taverns are like proper noun taverns, like known across the nation.
Tavern.
The Mosby Tavern.
Yeah.
It's on the National Register of Historic Places.
It's like the McDonald's of bars.
Oh my god, dude. They swore New York City's Mayor James Duane, The Rock Johnson, into office while City Hall was being refurbished. They swore him in at Simmons Tavern. So Tavern is like the understudy for City Hall.
See, this part bothers me. Many were also the local post office. That's unfair to me. You're just trying to drop off a letter.
Yeah.
And then you're drunk at 11 a.m. Can you look up watering hole? Or did I make that up?
Let's see, watering hole. Let's do the Wikipedia lookup here.
That's a thing for sure.
Watering hole. Let's see. Watering hole. Disambiguation. Here, we'll pull up both. Let's see. What's the first thing?
Well, this
is what I was talking about. That's where you
okay.
go skinny dipping.
Oh, so it's not a bar?
I think colloquially, maybe it's a bar.
I thought that was beer.
In the Depression.
Yeah.
There's a different form of depression at bars. It's a water hole may refer to a tavern, bar, pub.
There it is.
I just don't want to stupidly use the wrong word one day. Like, if I'd be like, you want to meet me at this pub on 44, and you go, you idiot, that's a tavern. So there's no article.
There's no article. It will just redirect to tavern. I feel like this is where Wikipedia pumped the brakes. It's like, okay,
Enough.
we have so many articles already, and they have one for the legit watering hole.
Yeah.
They had to keep it. I think they had to keep it. Yeah. This one's more slang. Maybe they have a watering hole page in the Urban Dictionary, but not on Wikipedia here, the People's Encyclopedia. In Australia, the term billabong, often defined as a type of oxbow lake, and that's a type of water holes.
Which is a tavern.
A tavern, yeah. Let's go to the billabong.
I had another topic.
Yeah, let's see it. Here we go. Transition back here.
Okay. So I've been doing this like lifestyle thing
Yeah.
where I'm trying to be better about impulsive eating.
Mm-hmm.
Like I've been going to these meetings, I'm reading a lot of literature on it, on impulsive
You've been going
eating.
to meetings
Yeah.
on impulsive eating
Yeah.
at a tavern?
No. Because they have food there. That would be inappropriate.
Sure.
And this is what I've decided. I'm not going to curb any of my habits. I'm just gonna really think about it before I do it because it's not impulsive.
So you're redefining.
So if I really want
consumption.
an unhealthy meal, I have to think about it for 20 minutes.
There you go.
Because it's no longer an impulse.
Yeah.
I actually don't think that's how that works. I don't think impulse and thought are contradicting terms. I think your thoughts can be impulsive.
There you
Yeah.
go. So you've reconciled.
Like the other night, I wanted to make a grilled cheese. And I was like, I'm not going to do it. And then I thought about it for 30 minutes. And I was like, yeah, I'm going to do this.
You know what?
So
The
that's not an
effort-
impulse.
Maybe if you had, what if you did this? You had effort burning, calorie burning effort to get there.
To get to the grilled cheese?
Maybe if you paced for 20 minutes thinking about the grilled
Thinking
cheese,
about
then you could have
Yeah.
it. There you go. Do you have any weight loss tips or portion control tips, Joseph? It should eating tips.
You know, just by you thinking about it, you're burning some calories, so that's a good start, you know?
The synapses are
And I'm
firing.
stressing myself so much, I have to eat. Because then at that point, I'm
Yes.
stress eating. I'm not impulsively eating.
The stress eating is all right. Yeah. It's good, dude. It's good. You could be doing so many more unhealthy things.
I actually don't know what it means. Because they talk about abstinence in these meetings. And I don't know what
eating?
that means.
Does
I think
fasting yourself?
I don't know if it means they're abstinent from impulsive eating, they're abstinent from eating unhealthy, they're abstinent from eating in general. Which that doesn't seem realistic to me. So I just keep saying I'm abstinent.
I like that.
Yeah.
I think you'll become endeared to a new circle of people you
Yeah.
weren't appealing to before as well. If you keep putting that out
And
there.
I'll get one of those chips.
Chips?
The coins that they give you where they say you're like 3 months.
Oh
I'll get one of
yeah,
those
yeah,
chips.
yeah. Yeah, you get one of those
I
chips.
thought it meant actual chips.
No,
That'd
I
be
didn't know
fucked
what
up
you were
if at an
talking about.
impulsive eater meeting they handed out chips.
Why even have it as the same word? Dude, well, I revealed once my key to portion control.
Mm-hmm.
It's just, I'll tell you guys right now. This is how you do it. Get the notepad out. You just don't eat the last bite.
What?
You just don't eat the last bite of anything you're eating.
That doesn't save you anything though.
Yes, it does.
But-
So if you are eating a sandwich and you don't eat the part of the sandwich that you need to hold with your fingers to eat it, and you just leave that, boom, that's portion control. It's a baby step, but it's something.
You
And
think that adds up?
yeah, but that adds up to a whole sandwich in about a week, 2 weeks.
You should save it then.
What do you mean save it?
Save it so then eventually you have a whole sandwich.
You could.
Yeah.
You could if you like. Yeah. Absolutely. The resource management.
Lee said you could have a man in your life that stresses you out, or you could take psych meds. Or Lee could make me sad.
Yo, I have a solution. Ozempic.
Oh,
Is that actually no? Can you just buy that? Do you need a prescription? Because
I
I
don't
would
know.
I would totally buy that.
What even is Ozempic? I know it as just a living meme.
All the celebrities are taking it.
So what does it do?
It's the new bulimia.
It's the new bulimia.
The celebs are doing it. Yeah.
Joseph, have you ever tried it? Are you considering?
My family's thinking about it. They're really considering it.
Dang, dude.
I think it's healthy. Bulimia. I'm sorry if you're.
Lee says you can buy it with no insurance, $75.
Nah, I'd rather be fat.
Yo, wait, $75? That's a lot of McChickens.
That is a lot of McChickens, and you could portion control those McChickens to getting skinny anyway.
I think the thing is, like what Ali is saying, obviously, and what you were saying, it's actually your idea. I don't know why I tried to pivot to Ali. Obviously,
you.
you didn't make the exact right amount of food to make yourself full.
Right.
So you're not gonna miss that last bite.
Yeah.
But eventually, that's like 10 pounds.
Right. Imagine you weigh that all in a month.
Yeah. I don't know that that's how it works, though.
Why not?
Like, every bite you don't eat is lost weight.
Well, it's certainly not gained weight.
That's true.
You know what I mean? You're limiting the caloric intake there.
I feel like I'm gonna say something crazy.
This is what we're here for.
Like, if you're making yourself throw up, you know, like, come on,
You're saying
you're doing too much.
You're
You know,
doing
like,
too much,
Come
yeah.
on. How do you? I have sympathy for eating disorders, of course,
yeah.
but come on, just cool it on that. You know,
Take it easy.
Ew.
you don't feel crazy doing that. Oh, like seriously. You don't feel like a lunatic that your head's in the toilet after lunch. I know there's reasons, okay? I know there's reasons why you get upset. I know there's societal reasons why someone would be, specifically women, would be obsessed with not gaining body fat. But you're making yourself throw up.
Which is good. It's one of the most uncomfortable things. You can't even swallow. Give you throwing up? Come on.
Yeah, not a fun experience.
No. It's not good. Maybe this is something like Nick, and I feel like Nick is coming from a good place on this. Nick was saying at the beginning of this, he wished people pushed harder on him for the crazy things that he thought or
Exactly.
did. So Nick is trying to healthily say
Thank you.
It's crazy.
I get it. I get it.
Okay, I guess it's a psych condition. I'm sorry. But still.
But still.
Hey, we got Ozempic.
Yeah.
Right, exactly. At this point, there's so many other alternatives. They got that surgery. Anyone can get that surgery now.
And what surgery?
It's the one where they like make your stomach smaller.
Oh, the
So you literally
tummy
can't.
tuck.
No, I don't know if is it called a tuck?
I'm not sure.
It's where you
BBL?
literally just can't eat. I think for the first 6 weeks after, you have to do liquids only. And then after that, you know what though? I know a guy who got it and he misses being fat. He says he misses going to a buffet and just slamming 3 plates.
You told me that.
Yeah.
He has remorse now.
Remorse.
Remorse over the BBL, the belly buster lift.
Do you think your insurance would cover a stomach widener?
You want to fit more food?
They undo the staples and it's like, oh, thank you.
Gastric bypass. I see. That might be it.
Oh, it's a sleeve. I think Lee's right.
Casey is pointing out, yeah, vomiting is not the answer. The acid destroys everything. Your teeth. It's gnarly, dude.
Uh,
Oh man.
There should be one that makes you shit the exact right amount. So you can
Just
eat
enough.
anything you want and just immediately. If we were
That's
growing
what
up-
the gastric bypass
Yeah.
should be. It should be make you pass more.
if we were growing up before science, bear with me, okay?
Let's hear
Before
it.
we knew how to look inside the human body,
Uh-huh.
and I was gaining weight and my friends weren't,
Yeah.
my first instinct would be,
Yeah.
I must be shitting less than you guys. Instead of I must be eating more. That's where my brain would go first.
From your personal experience,
I would say you guys
inclinations,
you must be great shitters. I would never self-reflect that. It was
There's no accountability. Oh my god. Lee says one of the local mayors is a doctor that does that procedure, and everyone that works for the city gets the procedure covered. That's just a benefit of working at City Hall, Lee. Oh my goodness.
sign me up.
Everyone there must be beautiful. Oh my god.
Well, that's the thing. I don't think they would be beautiful by default. Well, I think they're beautiful before anyway by default.
Oh, that's true. I'm sorry.
But maybe conventionally beautiful, which I think it should be eliminated.
You guys,
I'm like the Lil Wayne song. I wish I could love every woman in the world.
Yes.
if it was
This
back in
me.
the day, you guys would be trying to say you're gaining weight because you're eating more than us, and I would be hammering at home that it must
It's
be
because
you
there's
guys
no...
are great shitters. And you know what? You cowards would let me get away with it. You wouldn't pound it into my head.
I don't think so for a second.
You'd be like, have you ever noticed you eat a turkey leg every night?
At the tavern.
At the tavern. Throw a couple pints back too.
You know what, though? Back in the day, being fat meant you have money. Now it
Yeah.
means nothing.
Yeah.
Now
gotta
it
go
means
back.
nothing.
We have to go back.
We need to reclaim.
That's why I love Italians, man.
What do you mean?
Because an Italian, they are so big. They're so big. If you're just normal fat, you're like in good shape. Like Tony Soprano, compared to his goons,
Yeah.
is in incredible shape.
Yeah. He had like a beautiful body. In
Yeah,
that circle.
that's
Yeah.
Italian beauty standards. They got
Yeah.
it right, man.
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah, so you shouldn't have lost that fucking weight, you idiot.
Okay. The other thing that's associated about is like anything that's happening with my weight is not intentional.
That's such a
Anyway.
good point.
I'm not.
It's
You know what I
literally
mean?
just because you're grinding
This
and
is
not
all.
eating.
This is all consequences of my lifestyle that I've chosen for reasons other than my health or my health altogether. I don't. I don't know.
That is really funny. They're congratulating you for something you had no intention to do.
Yeah. Well, thanks a lot. I
Take
guess.
it.
Tony Soprano was hot AF, Lee. Definitely. Tony.
It's time
Elvis
you
was
reclaim
sexy.
your heritage.
That's why I gotta. Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta really start eating again.
I'm gonna get. Okay. New mission. I'm putting the weight on. Putting the weight back
The-
on.
I
The
want to.
gains.
I think a good
Gains,
challenge would
Joseph,
be
hell yeah.
a good challenge would be if we reversed bodies.
We should try
We could
that.
try it.
You want to do like a check-in every week?
Yeah.
We're gonna try and switch bodies, me and Nick.
Your life's gonna be great. I'm gonna be working out and dying, and you're.
Yo,
Casey said I could have
I have a-
tapeworm. Crazy.
Yo, I have a game show idea for the next podcast episode.
Hell yeah.
So instead of The Biggest Loser, you should have a show called The Biggest Winner.
The biggest winner.
I have to tap out of that one. I'll be the judge.
Yes, yes.
What I'm saying,
The biggest
don't
winner.
ever tell people you look like you've lost weight. That they could be going through anything.
Yeah.
They might have bulimia, for fuck's sake, and that'll encourage them to keep doing it.
Yeah.
I'm the progressive one here, and I got put on the cross.
What do you mean? Nobody's putting you on the cross. What we put you on the cross about?
Well, I spoke out against bulimia.
Speak out against it. We need to root it out, and maybe this is the way. We've tried so many things. Maybe this is healthy.
There you go. You gotta get it out.
Yeah.
I think was that all our topics?
That was
We
all
got
our
through
topics.
everything.
Yeah, we did. We ate all the way through those
got through
topics. We
everything,
ate
yeah.
all the way through those topics. So I think that is NickyBato for this week. Everybody give it up for the legend youngster Joseph right here. Thank you so much, Joseph, for coming on.
Hell yeah, man. Happy to be here. I'm definitely getting some food with you guys sometime this year.
Where are you
Hell yes.
located?
I'm from Northern California, the Bay Area.
Oh, we're going there this summer.
Ooh.
Let's do it.
We are, yeah.
Yeah. Hell yeah. I'm definitely
That's
down. I'm definitely down. Yeah, let's plan something, Joseph. We'll come to you. No road trip for you, nothing. We will come.
Or Evo or something. West
We're gonna
Coast.
meet at
I'm down to
Evo,
go to the
yeah.
East Coast.
Hell yeah. Dude, well, I'll definitely be at Evo. So, Nick, you should come.
Where's Evo?
Las Vegas.
I'm busy.
A lot of food there.
Vegas feels Vegas feels dystopic to me. I feel like it's a depraved city.
We're gonna be isolated. We're gonna be
okay.
in a tavern most of the time.
Okay.
It's like a convention center, I guess, but basically a tavern.
Okay.
So it'll be like you won't even know you're in Vegas. You'll be right at home. Just
They would let me play?
Yeah.
No, they wouldn't.
Oh, for
What
sure.
do you mean? Anyone can join.
Oh, really?
It's the biggest open tournament in the world.
Would I win?
Maybe.
I might, right?
If you practice, yeah.
No, I mean, can I just go there and win?
Yeah, you could.
I could,
You
right?
might be
Yeah,
able to.
yeah.
Yeah.
There is a reality where I do that.
Yeah.
Out of all the simulations, that could
Absolutely.
happen. Okay.
Yeah. So now you're in.
Manifesting.
Let's go.
Okay. One more time, I want to drop the guest command in chat. Everybody, please follow Youngster Joseph on Twitch and Twitter. Drop the sub if you can. Like I said, we have one more command for that right here. This will give you everything you need to help support Joseph if you're having doubts that you're able to. This month, the sub should be guaranteed with any of these 3 links. And we also have our special JFN command. Joseph being a expert legend in the fighting game community and a great event organizer, everything, all the above. Sign up for the events right there with those Google forms. And if anyone is trying to get in touch with Joseph, please, they're in our Discord. Feel free to @ them, shoot them a DM. Well, I don't want to say shoot them a DM. I'm not trying to open your DMs for you, Joseph, but you could shoot me a DM, and I will. I'll make the connection. We'll have a barrier. We'll have a little barrier between us. But everybody, Joseph, do you have anything you'd like to promote? Tell us about what's coming up. Also, we had that awesome team battle like last week. That was very fun. The Tekken team battle. So looking forward to more events like that between us.
Yeah, I will say the DMs are always open when
Hell
it comes to the fighting game community. I would love to run it back, Street Fighter 6 team battle versus Bato City,
Hell yeah.
and possibly we could have a NickyBato podcast with fighting game where we could train some players, get them ready for Evo in Vegas.
Hell yeah. We could give Nick the crash course too. Nick would
I
definitely
would love
be
to
in.
learn.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
And a follow we just got.
We just got a follow. Thank you, Cupid, so much. You're dripping with me show now. Appreciate you coming through. We had just reached the end of our program, but we appreciate you so much coming through, showing some love. Thank you so much. And again, our biggest of thank yous to Youngster Joseph. Really appreciate you so much.